Welcome to a Healing Talk Show program. God bless you all. Vivid view.
Say and do it.
The winning power lies within you. Say something, somebody.
My name is Peace Benedict. The winning power lies within you. In my opinion, it speaks about self-image, inner strength, and the idea that true success starts from within. Thank you.
My name is Ogenesunwe. The winning power lies within you. What I understand by this is that the capacity to achieve anything you desire is in you. Thank you.
I'm Mr. Champion. The winning power lies within you. If you can think it, you can win it. The capacity to win in life, it's inside out. Inherent in every human are giftings, potentials, talents that God has deposited. If you can only harness those potentials, you will always win in life. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm coming from a different angle to the winning power lies within you. The power to say no to evil as a youth lies within you. The power to refrain from every form of evil, kidnapping, killing, high assassin lies within you. At the same time, the power to do good also lies within you. We all have conscience and we know what is good and we know what is bad. If you tell me you don't know that killing somebody is bad, why do it hiding? If you say that stealing you don't know is bad, why do you steal when somebody is sleeping and even arm yourself for defense? So the winning power for us to say no to every wrong and to cleave to that is right lies within us. Nothing is too much that God cannot do for you. Don't say my sin is too much, I don't think I'll be forgiven. No, all God is asking you is to repent. When you change, you see a good, positive life. And in fact, you live a better life when you refrain from evil. At the same time, like they said, the winning power also lies within you to achieve success and become what God really wants you to be. So you can see that both ways. So winning power for you to change from bad to good is there. Now we'll continue with our discussion for today. I have come to realization with the number of years I have attained as a senior citizen that there's nothing like peace, absolutely nothing. Apparently, fostering enduring peace amidst acrimony is the topic for today's discussion. We'll take a break now. When we come back, the guest will be introduced. Don't go away, please. Vivid view.
Say and do it.
Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, the topic again is fostering enduring peace amidst acrimony. And with me in the studio is a lecturer. Let's make welcome Ajayi Elizabeth Folakemi.
Vivid view.
Say and do it.
Before discussion proper, please follow us on social media handles displayed on the screen. Thank you, Fola. You're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
So brief introduction, definition, and perspective on the subject matter.
A typical way of describing acrimony is simply a situation of lack of peace, ill feeling, bitterness, anger, negative emotion,
Misunderstanding, disagreements,
misconception,
yeah,
and most likely they are majorly negative feeling, reaction to things, and it could be in action, in speech, and it could be otherwise. So most time when we say fostering enduring peace amidst acrimony, it simply means how do we try to cope or react or be able to balance up when you find yourself in those type of situation described.
Because it must surely come.
Yeah,
First must surely come. There
yeah.
must be anger at some point. Yeah.
Of course, when you have such feeling and negative things around you, like I said, how do you cope with it? So fostering enduring peace amidst acrimony bitterness, ill environment, and all that. It simply means, how do you cope? Do you have a coping strategy? Do you know how to deal with it, or do you run away from it? And at times, if one may not be able to run away from it or know where to run to, what do you do while you are still? So as human, fostering enduring peace simply means, how will you be able to cope in order not to lose your right, or to maybe whatever negative thing that it can bring up at the end of the day.
So indeed, what should not be your posture or disposition during acrimony?
Oftentimes, negative thing, action, it could most likely trigger negative reaction. But as human, the first reaction could also be in that line, negative way. But when we are trying to bring out the best and you want to maintain peace, you could react negatively. But you don't do it in such a way that will make it worse. As a Christian, I believe that the Bible says when you pay back evil
for evil,
it is not always. So the Bible,
it's not even advisable. Anyway.
It's not yeah. Although at times you could feel justified, but
that is a do me, I do you.
Yes, you could feel you have done what you feel is the best. But oftentimes, your disposition, your posture in such environment, you still need to be able to control your emotion. We have had this of most time when we say that once you are slapped and you should turn the other cheek, other whatever, whichever way it is said. But we know that as humans,
it's not always very easy.
It's not always very easy.
We must call a spade a spade. It's not always easy. As somebody slap a heel is not saying slap.
Yes, slap.
If I manage to say slap, you will be afraid. You that slap me. It happened. I saw it. I witnessed it. I don't know what this one's up to. I slap him just as I should slap again. It's only a stupid person that really slap the second time. Yeah. So honestly, somebody slaps somebody the first time, you say, okay, slap this one again. And you really raise your hand. What you are looking for, you will see it. That is true. So continue.
The reality is everybody will want to react immediately in the negative way. Because your target is peace. And at times, things could go rough, could go haywire before the peace eventually comes. So you could react negatively, but eventually you should try as much as possible to manage it, to suppress it in order for it not to
escalate.
To escalate or go.
Yes, even both of us are Christians. The Bible says, be angry, but sin not.
Yeah.
That is so because there's no way, as far as we are humans, we are not infallible. It's only God infallible. At some point, that 5 minutes madness will be there. You know, either with your spouse or with your children,
5 minutes.
Or with your children or with your friends that trusted so much, did something I didn't like, you can flare. But what we're saying is, how do we now bring it together? Do not overdo it. Because we have the right to control our anger. The winning power is within us to control that anger at that moment. So no matter how angry you are, please remember that is something you can still control. That person has been good with you. You have been moving along with the person before that issue comes. So try and treat the cause of the problem, not the person. Because this is why you see Zori side and Maristi side, husband killing wife and wife killing husband because of this. Because they didn't manage the anger well, and then none of them is as trying to foster peace at that moment. Let one person at least try to make peace. When you come, like we usually taught, my mother taught me before I got married, say, when your husband is annoyed, keep quiet, oh, don't talk when he's talking, oh, so that your face will still remain. You know? And so, but how many? Yes, now. Because one slap, my nose will turn to the other side. But how many women thinks of this nowadays? Women are even first to slap. Why? I say, you're a woman, are you go first slap man? And when you turn back, you say, hey, you're not a white beater. I mean, it's funny. Just as I don't want man to hit woman first, you, the lady, don't also hit man. No matter. It can be resolved. Let's all of us try to foster peace. Nothing like peace, so Absolutely nothing, as I introduced. All right, we'll take a break now. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Welcome back. We are still discussing fostering enduring peace amidst acrimony. I said, all right, so what are the implications of conflict or acrimony to family, human relationship, and nationhood? That's 3 places now: to family, I mentioned husband and wife and children, human relationship, friends, and of course, and the nation.
One thing I realize is that any negative feeling, any ill feeling will always trigger ill feeling. So one of the key implications is that it spoils relationship. It takes away
It's a destroyer.
cordial relationship and all that. In such case, when you are not at peace within yourself, you are not at peace with people you relate with, definitely it would also affect a whole lot of other things. There will be maybe no peace within
the family now. Within
the family, even within yourself. I'm talking about inner peace.
Ooh,
In the
that's
moment
true.
you see the people you are always bitter against and all that, it triggers some emotion.
The face will be
That
like a
could-
bowl of soup.
And that could even affect your health.
Very correct.
And at times, even if not physical health, your mental health, because your thinking, everything will incline to how you want to, you will always not want to do good towards that. So just every description around acrimony simply means that if care is not taken, you will feel. There is a description that I came across some times back, I think in my Sunday school, that if you, once you are angered towards someone and you feel annoyed, you will feel like you are the one that take poison and you expect the other person to die. So it's more or less like you are punishing yourself, so everything around you will be affected. So in terms of relationship among family, with people you relate with, it brings ill feeling. It brings a negative emotion, toxic environment, and everything that rally around that. And even the nation would, because most time when you go beyond immediate family to people you relate with, at times, even people you relate with may still avoid you. They could have excuses to stay away from you because of the toxic environment, because of the emotions, negative emotion and all that. They could decide, we have choices. We can make choice of who do we relate with. But when it comes to family, at some other times too, it may not be easy, especially when you are talking about immediate. You can't get rid of some people at any time. So if it is family, fine, you may not be able to get rid of such person or try to run away from such environment. But when it gets to the relationship among neighbors, friends at work, colleagues and all that, people try as much as possible to stay off. And when it gets to how it affects the nation, every other person will know that most of the time when we say that as a nation, when we say unity, when we say this, when we say that, it starts from somewhere. I hope we understand that. It starts from somewhere. So obviously that unity may no longer be there. And everything, who and who do we call into power and all that? What type of personality are they? It will definitely affect their decision making and every other thing. So the implication oftentimes, it triggers, and we never know where it will end at the end of the day, because at times little disagreement, little misconception, misunderstanding, if not well handled, if not
Can
well,
escalate.
it can
And become
escalate and
something so big.
it can even spread beyond where one imagine.
Yes.
And little explanation or whatever where it actually started from, the excuses that this and that, it may not even be able to curtail it any longer. So it can spread and it can trigger off a lot of things.
So one of the implications, or more to add to what we have just said, when we take family, one of the implications of conflict in acrimony to family is that peace is taken completely away. And like you said, malice steps in. And this is so bad in a family where a husband cannot touch the wife can't touch the husband. There's times they will start using paper to write. And we heard it that there's somebody, the man was to travel, he put in the paper, say, my wife, please wake me by 6 a.m. I need to catch my flight. By 6 a.m., the woman to actually wake up and write again, wake up at 6 a.m. and keep it. And then he's solely by 7 a.m. they're supposed to catch that flight. That's when you jump up. Oh, what's the time? 7. And he now break the silence. But the wife says, but I asked you to wake me up by 6. The woman said, check, and I woke you up by 6. So you see, one of the things it does, it sounds funny, but that is true. When you allow acrimony in a home without nipping it, it can escalate to this. I don't see why somebody will be your wife in a husband in the house and you just keep malice, don't see yourself. No, I don't like what you have done. Don't like what you have done. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. What of you? You leave, you go to work, By the time you come back to evening, you are not supposed to come because your partner is yourself. Your husband is the wife is the husband. When you now come back, hello, how was your day? How was your day? You have already left that to happen in the morning. If what I want to bring it on, let it not be today. If you feel hot, maybe 2 days after, that thing that happened there, even at the moment you're enjoying yourself, that thing happened, I didn't like it, should have said it, and that's the end of it. But now, some of them will not even speak out. They will just be covering it, and the thing will just grow like a mountain. The day they release, just little thing to trigger the whole thing. And these are not supportive. Then we talk about some relationship. It can be good friends that are working together. At some point, there's this disagreement because it must surely come to pass. Try to make peace. Like I use that example, if to tell your wife, oh honey, how are you? You look beautiful today. And then you get that smile again. We women, when they say we are beautiful, we smile. And you get that smile again. You have done something as a man. Do that and let there be peace in your home. You, madam, if you go say, I am sorry. Do that and let there be peace in the home. But that does not mean it's only the woman that will say, I'm sorry. No. If you demand to offend your wife, please say, I'm sorry. Let's throw away all this ego. Let's throw away ego and pride. I'm the man of this house. She too go say, I'm the neck that carry you. If you are the head, I'm also the neck that carry the head. So we can actually do this and foster peace in our homes. Then in the nation where you have Igbo, Hausa, this and that, no, and we're supposed to be one Nigeria. So these are the way we can foster peace. Let us come to agreement and do something as a nation together. We should be able to cooperate with one another. God never wanted us to live in isolation. That's why we need each other. So let's try and see how we can foster peace anywhere we go, from home, among the youths, parents and children, colleagues in the office, and of course, our nation, our government. Let there be peace so that we can enjoy this land that God gave to us freely. We'll take a break now. Vivid View,
Say and
do it. Welcome back. Fostering enduring peace amidst acrimony is what we are discussing. Who benefits from acrimony? Is anybody? Why and how should it be avoided at all costs?
Funny enough,
some people may benefit.
We could have people that benefit from it.
Oh my God.
Especially when it make you take some action or make some move or make some decision that would likely yield positive effect. For instance, if you find yourself in a toxic environment where you are not comfortable, you don't feel at home, obviously, everybody, there is this saying that we always want gain, but we don't want pain. We always want benefits, and whenever the costs are negative, we always try to avoid the cost, but we want benefit. So obviously everyone will tend towards what will always bring gain, benefits and all that. So if you find yourself in a situation where you feel you are not at home, you are not comfortable, and you've tried your best to at least bring peace and to make the situation better off, and it is not working, or what you can likely do is maybe go to a better place or move on. And such moving on will obviously could lead to positive impact. So to say, we could have people that actually benefit from it, because it could make you to take some steps that will yield better results. And likewise, in anger, at times you could do some things too that will make you have a clearer view on what could have otherwise been. So what I mean by that is that at times you could, if for instance, if someone maybe bring you down, you could take steps on how you could improve yourself. The person may actually not mean any harm, but you just find yourself in a situation where the person is always looking down on you or whatever. Then when you are angry with the person, you could likely take a decision that will maybe improve you. I don't want this person to see me the same way the person keeps seeing me. You understand? So it can actually bring, and I've also seen instances where people that find themselves in maybe in your workplace, among your colleague or business place and all that, and you see a lot of things going wrong that you are not so comfortable with, it could also trigger you to take some decision that will likely make things better for you, most especially in order to avoid such toxic environment. So how to deal with it? Most time you try to think clearly, what is the major cause of this? It could be disagreement. We know we have described this in different ways.
Yeah.
So it depends on which angle you see it. If it is disagreement, then definitely what is the cause of the disagreement? What is the person actually, what message is the person trying to pass across that you feel you are always getting wrong, that is always leading to such disagreements? And if it is misconception, misunderstanding, you could also put yourself in the shoe of the other person. How do this person see it that I'm seeing it the other way? And you try and as much as possible to, so thinking clearly is the first step, trying to identify why it's always like that. And for relationship, marital relationship, at times it could also be it could be as a result of third party, maybe comparison. You've compared someone, the way they deal with their spouse and all that, and you feel your own spouse should be doing that, and it's not forthcoming. Then definitely trying to address that may help. You don't need to imitate anyone, but then trying to see how whatever it is that led to it in the first place, and a lot of other things too. So how you can deal with it is majorly you try as much as possible. You want peace, you want rest of mind, you want way out, you don't want to remain in such, then you definitely need to make move. There is something I quickly put down here, and it could apply to any relationship because we have it is quite wide, dealing with different people at different times. It could even be your own daughter. I have experienced it.
Yeah.
You try as much as possible, you want to try to make her understand some things, but at the end of the day you will end up maybe being on the defensive side almost all the time. So it could be anyone, and it could be, so why I wrote this down is do unto others what you expect them to do to you.
That's empathy. Empathize, yeah.
At times, I will put myself in my husband's place at times.
Exactly, yeah.
What did he expect from me?
Exactly.
Why he look out for something? I could also put myself in my daughter's shoe at times too. That what is mommy trying to do? Will it be fair if I'm on the other side? So likewise, when you are among your colleagues and all that, you try as much as possible. It's not all the time. Our brain, we can feel overwhelmed at times when you are trying to deal with this, deal with that and all that. But I tell you, because you want peace, you want rest, and you don't want to continue in such toxic relationship, because it could even affect your emotion at every point in time. So because you want that, you just try as much as possible, which is why I pity those that are so social. You have a whole lot of friends. How do you cope? But we have people that have coping strategy that you can deal with anybody. You will just try to flow in any way, in any form, because you want your peace.
Okay.